Welcome. Imagine standing in front of two doors, both silent, both waiting, both holding a future you cannot fully see. One door feels familiar, almost comforting, as if it is calling you to stay where nothing changes and nothing surprises you. The other door feels different, uncertain, slightly frightening, and strangely alive, as if it is asking you to step into something unknown. Now think carefully. Why does the safe door feel so easy to choose, and why does the uncertain one make your heart beat faster? This story lives inside that question, inside that moment of hesitation where everything can change, yet nothing happens, because fear quietly convinces you to stay exactly where you are. In a quiet, invisible space that exists beyond everyday life, there is a collection of paths that were never taken, choices that were never made, and moments that paused and never moved again. This place is not loud or chaotic. Instead, it carries a strange stillness, as if time itself has slowed down to listen. If you walk through this place, you will not see people, but you will feel their presence in a different way, through whispers that float gently in the air. These whispers are not random. They all carry the same emotion, the same weight, the same unfinished story. They are filled with words like almost, maybe, and one day. Words that sound harmless at first, but slowly grow heavier as time passes. Among these invisible paths, one stands out for its simplicity. It is smooth, untouched, and perfectly clear, as if no one has ever struggled on it. This is the path of safety, the path chosen when fear becomes stronger than curiosity. At first glance, it looks peaceful, even beautiful in its stillness, because nothing seems broken, nothing seems difficult, and nothing feels out of control. But if you stay there long enough, if you truly listen, you will notice something unusual. Beneath that calm surface, there is a quiet pressure, a silent tension that grows slowly, almost unnoticed. It does not shout or demand attention, but it stays, waiting, reminding, whispering the same question again and again. What if things could have been different? Not far from this untouched path, there is another one that feels completely opposite. It is uneven, marked with signs of struggle, filled with cracks and rough edges that show where someone once stumbled or fell. This is the path of risk, the path that people step onto when they choose action over fear, even without knowing the outcome. It does not look perfect, and it does not promise comfort. In fact, it often looks difficult, even painful. But there is something deeply different about it. It does not carry the same quiet heaviness. Instead, it holds movement, energy, and a sense of life that continues to grow with every step taken on it. As time moves forward, something interesting begins to happen in this strange place. The whispers grow louder, not in volume, but in meaning. From the smooth, untouched path, the whispers start to repeat patterns, forming thoughts that sound almost the same, yet feel deeply personal. They speak of hesitation, of waiting for the right time, of choosing comfort again and again until the moment to act slowly disappears. These whispers do not express anger or frustration. They express something more subtle and more powerful. A quiet regret that becomes stronger the longer it is ignored. It does not fade with time. It settles deeper, becoming a part of the silence itself. From the broken, uneven path, the voices sound very different. They carry memories of struggle, of effort, of moments that were difficult and uncertain. They speak of failure, but not with shame. They speak of loss, but not with emptiness. There is something else in those voices, something that transforms the meaning of their experience. It is a sense of acceptance, a quiet strength that comes from knowing that something was tried, that something was lived, that a step was taken even when fear was present. These voices do not ask what if, because they already know the answer. They have experienced it. Between these two paths, there exists a space where decisions are made, where hesitation lives, and where time feels like it is waiting for something to happen. In that space, the difference between risk and regret becomes clearer, not through explanation, but through feeling. Regret is not loud or dramatic. It is slow, steady, and persistent. It grows in the absence of action, feeding on missed chances and unspoken courage. Risk, on the other hand, is immediate and real. It may bring discomfort, it may bring failure, but it also brings clarity, because it replaces imagination with reality. As moments pass and choices continue to appear, the pattern remains the same. Safety offers comfort, but slowly builds a question that never fully disappears. Risk offers uncertainty, but slowly builds understanding that cannot be taken away. The difference between them is not just in the outcome, but in the experience itself. One keeps you wondering, imagining, and looking back. The other moves you forward, teaching you, shaping you, and allowing you to grow beyond what you once believed was possible. And so, the invisible place of unchosen paths continues to exist, quietly collecting moments that never became actions. It does not force anyone to enter, and it does not stop anyone from leaving. It simply reflects the truth that every decision carries a direction, and every hesitation carries a cost. The whispers will always remain, asking their questions, repeating their unfinished stories, waiting for someone to finally listen and understand what they truly mean. In the end, when everything becomes still and the noise of daily life fades away, one realization stands stronger than all the others. It is not the fear of failure that stays with you the longest. It is the memory of the chances you allowed to pass without trying. It is the weight of almost, the echo of maybe, and the silence of one day that never came. And in that quiet moment of understanding, the truth becomes impossible to ignore. That it is always better to walk a difficult path filled with experience than to stand still in a safe place filled with questions that will never be answered.